Beloved, do you find yourself on the struggle bus of overwhelm, stress, and emotional overload? 80% of our emotional clarity comes from connection. From 22 years of intimate conversations within my professional practice, I know firsthand that compassionate reflection can heal trauma and reduce overwhelm in seconds. Standing on the shoulders of wisdom from past mentors, it's my responsibility to share the biological and spiritual components to understanding our nervous system, all brought through the science of feeling heard and valued, so you can restore the art of relational neuroscience to build resilience and confidence, one empathetic moment at a time. Overwhelm can feel like you are drinking out of a fire hose that is immeasurable and difficult to recover from. Let's explore resonance and overwhelm through a relational neuroscience lens, with insights into their emotional and neurobiological significance in an accessible way. And before we jump into the art and science, I want you to know that I have a solution that bring you into the depth of your soul, how you tick in this world, and how to use it to see clearly through overwhelm and anxiety. You'll see that at the end of the important conversation. Making better decisions free from anxiety of uncertainty doesn't happen overnight. I'll share how aligning your energetic nervous system with small shifts is how we can create a sense of balance and true control. As a result, over time, all with your one-of-a-kind blueprint, combining your astrology, natal chart, and your human design simplified. Let's jump in. Resonance is about deeply connecting with oneself or others through empathetic, warm language. It engages the right hemisphere of the brain, promoting emotional regulation and facilitating healing by fostering a sense of safety and understanding. You're feeling weighed down, and that's understandable to yourself or another. This activates neuroregions like the insula and prefrontal cortex, supporting rewiring for self-compassion and emotional clarity. Self-resonance involves addressing oneself with kindness, akin to a supportive dialogue with a trusted confidant. For instance, you're frustrated and that makes sense. Leverages neuroplasticity to shift self-criticism towards self-acceptance, strengthening internal emotional security. Overwhelm, by contrast, is a neurobiological state where excessive input floods the brain and body, impairing processing capacity. The prefrontal cortex disengages, the amygdala heightens reactivity, and individuals may experience fight, flight, freeze, or collapse. Responses: overwhelm can be exacerbated by trauma, which disrupts the brain's perception of time, causing past distress to feel perpetually present. A time travel resonance approach, offering empathy to earlier versions of oneself, can soothe these moments, restoring a sense of agency. Resonance serves as a powerful counter to overwhelm, articulating the intensity with warmth, such as, "This feels incredibly heavy right now," calms the nervous system. This practice can be applied individually, with a partner, or in community settings to alleviate isolation. In collective contexts, such as addressing shared concerns like environmental stress, group resonance, acknowledging mutual emotions, can shift paralysis into constructive action. It validates feelings while fostering hope and connection. Practical applications include resonant writing, where individuals journal with self-directed empathy, or examining limiting beliefs, such as "I must always manage alone," and gently releasing that. Consistent small acts of self-kindness cultivate long-term resilience. To engage with these concepts, consider practicing self-directed resonant language or exploring group settings that emphasize empathetic presence. These approaches underscore the transformative potential of compassionate connection. Your inner monologue sounds like a rejected Alanis Morissette lyric, and any optimism you possessed is now playing varsity-level hide-and-seek. You're Cinderella's stepsister in this fairy tale, and those shoes were never meant for you. You could use a little hope. Yeah, the thing people love to tattoo in cursive on their rib cage next to a butterfly. It's the kind of word that feels like it should come prepackaged with a glitter pen. Studies show hope leads to significant gains in performance, happiness, and overall well being. It's like happiness on layaway. And the alternative, not good. People who feel hopeless are more than twice as likely to die during follow up periods in studies. So, hope can make a big difference in your life, but how do we get more of it? And that's why we need to tap into it like an emotional fracking rig. It's about taking action. Hope involves believing the future will be better and that you have a role in making it so. It's belief with a shovel and an old pair of boots. Optimism is a bias. It can have positive effects, but in difficult situations, optimists struggle. Hopeful people shine because hope involves pragmatic action. They think the future will be better than the present. They believe they have the power to make it so. They recognize there are many ways forward, understanding that none are free of obstacles. These concepts allow you to believe so fiercely in a better tomorrow but sometimes we feel overwhelmed. We are in protest of how the world is moving. We long to have agency in difficult times, to help people we care about. We wish we could make things happen the way we want, for the planet to be safe, for people to be fed, for us to maximize the beauty of human potential rather than losing everything to greed. The problem is that we are in an internal battle with reality. When we ask ourselves, what is mine to do? The answer feels like everything. This is, as I said, a case study in Overwhelm. So, how do we bring everything we know about neuroscience and resonance to this dilemma to make things more livable for ourselves and let us access our deep love and our sense of agency? There are two important elements to becoming the right size. One is the need to have a healthy disgust circuit, a circuit that tells us when we've had too much bad news and too much thinking about things we cannot control. The second is to come into a good relationship with our desire to be godlike or to control everything, to find out whether this is really what the universe wants for us or if the universe is just fine with us being our own size. So as we close, it's not always easy, but when you learn your baseline of balance and an energetic sense of being no one, no thing, and simply present, this is the path to awakening the right hemisphere and bringing resonance to the mind, body, spirit, and of course, the brain, so you can move from being tumbled around in a tsunami to being able to safely get to high ground, take a look around, and decide from there what to do. Maybe this will help you. I often channel from what is known as the Akashic Records, which is in essence your soul's existence from the moment your soul sparked into consciousness. The records have been showing me how much not only myself, but as a collective, we are starting to take heed to climbing up the beautiful mountain. From here, personally and collectively, we find hope by seeing beyond the surface of the ground game of our current society. You have a choice. We all have a choice to capture the hope with that single moment of presence on the top of the mountain and breathing in the fresh air. As someone with neurodiversity and perhaps autism spectrum, I energetically am aware at a high level at all times. If you relate, give yourself deeper permission to allow the feelings to flow, to trust their wisdom, and to stay present even when it becomes very intense. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, you can not only handle my emotions, but also revel in them. The possibilities are endless, and you can give your soul what it desires more than anything else: depth, richness, and intensity. Last but not least, I made a promise that I'd share one report that can instantly bring you into presence, deeper connection, and an opportunity to know yourself at your core. It's a love letter wrapped into a detailed, personalized navigation system to help you reclaim clarity, confidence, and connection to your inner knowing. Because when you're overwhelmed, what you really need isn't more noise. You need your signal, your unique energetic blueprint, your intuitive GPS. Here's where human design and astrology come in. These systems aren't just ancient, they're accurate. They help you understand how your energy works, how you're wired to make decisions, and how to stop pushing against your natural flow. Human design shows you how your energy is meant to move. Astrology reveals the timing and themes shaping your life right now. Together, they give you a compassionate, cosmic permission slip to stop trying to do it all and instead do what's yours. The intuitive one of a kind blueprint is your shortcut to that clarity. Inside, you'll receive the following: a deep understanding of your energetic signature, practical tools to manage your time, mind, and emotions, a 12-month astrology transit guide tailored to you, a personalized audio journey perfect for ADHD brains, a workbook to track your growth and timing, an Akashic hypnotic journey to reconnect with your soul's wisdom. So in the end, this isn't about resonance. It's about remembering who you are when the world gets loud. When you feel hopeless, scattered, or like you're falling behind, this blueprint will whisper, "You're not broken. You're just out of sync with your design." And then it will show you how to come home to yourself. Hope isn't wishful thinking. It's aligned action. It's understanding your energetic rhythm and working with it, not against it. That's what this blueprint offers, not just insight, but integration. Not just astrology, but agency. You'll receive your custom report, audio, and workbook within 24 hours. Let's take you from confusion to clarity, from burnout to brilliance. Let's heighten your intuition with less effort. Share your birth info, and let's get you back in flow.